check the schedule, make sure I don't go too far over my time. What you say, Dre? What's on your mind? Combine that with the monologue, so that's done. And we're on love tips, so we're right on schedule, just about. We missed the 2 breaks that you kept telling me about. And discussion continues, is where we're at right now, this very moment. So we got about 18, 20 minutes left before the what's up for tomorrow. Okay, great. We'll try to knock out these 5 here questions. Here we go. And lo and behold, it says Dr. Q. Like I'm the only person that can answer the questions. I'm going to give them the questions to you. It says there, Dr. Q, I have been a fan of your show since the bottom of season 2. I wish I had been listening to this show since season 1. I never knew a show, blah, 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 blah. I never knew a show like this existed. It's refreshing to hear and enjoy. Breaking down the knowledge, whatever that means. I was in a relationship where the person was married and living a double life. The way that it got exposed was we happened to be at a restaurant and one of the children says, "Hi, Mommy." What? We happened to be at a restaurant and one of the children say, "Hi, Mommy." And they came over and hugged my wife. And I asked her about it, and she said, I must remind her of someone she knows. Then she decided she wanted to leave and felt sick. I found out why she wanted to leave and why she felt so sick, because as we were getting up to go, her husband comes and asks her if she was having dinner with the boss and his family. And we then realized that we were both married to the same woman with 2 separate ID cards, 2 separate driver's licenses, and ain't no way 2 separate ID cards, driver's licenses, and separate names. Do you think that we could be a blended family or some type of reverse Brady Bunch? I'm so distraught, I pretty much walked away. What should I do? You know, the things that y'all write to me, they always exceed. It's just when I thought that I had a story that was like the top of the top. You give me another story that beats the top of the top, because I don't think that's really, wow. If it's true, it's really, it took some practice. I'm going to tell you that much. It took some practice, because there's no way in the world to get 2, not in the state of Maryland, so I don't know what state you're from. You're not in the state of Maryland, because once you have a driver's license from this state, it will flag that you have a driver's license in another state. So you can bring a license from another state in, but you can't, or take this license from Maryland out, but you can't come in and apply for a license if you're already holding one. So I'm guessing that they must have got the license, if they was from Maryland, got the license from Maryland, and then went to another state and got another license. But eventually, all the systems should pull together that you have a driver's license in another state. So I don't know. That's weird. And then again, since you have two separate names, it probably won't flag because it's only going to flag under the name given. So it makes you wonder: are you using a married name? Yeah, I guess if you married both men, you use the married name for one guy and a married name for another guy, and the different first name. So you really don't even need your birth certificate to prove who you are because your marriage license supersedes your birth certificate. Wow, that's some good stuff. That's some good work, lady. Good luck, good work. But you got caught. They got caught. You got caught. So you must be in the same town in order to be at a restaurant and get caught by your other family. Yeah, that's some stuff. But to answer the question, do you think it could be a blended family? No. I think somebody's going to jail. And it's based on who got married first. Then the other marriage is annulled. Because that will be, what's it called when the wife does it? It's called polygamy. When a man does it, it's called bigamy. Polygamy means more than one husband. So, yeah, that's a no-no. And I don't want to ask Green, because then Green want to say, oh, great.
I said no too. Man.
Okay. So let's go to the next question. Just some stuff together. So said Dr. Q again. Dear Dr. Q, I remember one episode that you said no one ever wakes up and decides, hey, I have a taste for bacon. I have recently had that happen to me with the taste of bacon. You can't help who you love. Hey, you can't help who you love. Yes, you can. You can't help who you love. So when my wife is not at home, I call her brother for phone sex. Do you think that I might be having a midlife crisis or possibly becoming homosexual? Again, with all this fake stuff, I don't have experience in fake stuff. I wasn't raised. I'm a Christian. Masturbation and all that stuff. If you masturbating, I don't even know if that's cheating or not. Because it's not real. It's just you talking on the phone or playing on the phone. You're playing with yourself, and you're talking on the phone using your imagination. And I really don't know when you're having sex what you fantasize about. I know when I'm having sex, I'm fantasizing about the feelings and the emotions and the passion that's going on. And then if it's an ugly woman, I'm thinking about the last time I was with a nice-looking woman and the passions and stuff that went on. So I can't help with that. But I do think that that's abnormal and you should seek some counseling. That's the best advice I can give. What says you, Green?
Oh, God. Yeah, I think you should seek some counseling with that. He's a everyone at the Q agrees. Yeah, seek some help. Knowing that you have this problem you have to deal with, seek some professional help. Yeah.
And then, even if you are into something like that, why do you call your wife's brother? You can't find no other body to call for some nonsense like that?
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Why your wife's brother? Yeah. Boy.
This last one here. It says, "Hey y'all, big fan of the show. Glad you guys came back to season 3. I did not know if y'all were coming back or not because the whole month of December I heard crickets." Yeah, they got jokes. When I tell you my situation, please do not judge me.
Judge-free zone.
Yeah, it's going to be something crazy. When I was 14, my mother was obsessed. Obsessed. My mother, there's a hyphen there. My mother was obsessed with a singer, and he would call himself Uncle Blank. I don't want to give his name as you may be reading this on the air. Of course I am. I had a boyfriend, and I told my mom I was pregnant. But before I could tell her it was Uncle Blank, she assumed it was my boyfriend, and she sent me to live with my relatives until I was no longer pregnant and the baby was born. Constantly has been pushing me to get my boyfriend to pay for child support, and my boyfriend and I know that he's not the father. Without my knowledge, she forced the issue and pushed for child support. And the letter came in the mail stating Uncle so-and-so, so-and-so, that Uncle so-and-so is the father and has been ordered to trial for child support and has to bring proof of residency, proof of wages, and other things for the judge to determine and factor. I told my mom the mail did not come, so asking for another copy. Meanwhile, she's always fussing with my boyfriend to stop coming to see me until he's willing to pay child support. How do I tell my mom who the father is? Well, at this point, lady,
wow.
she won't know who the father is because his name is going to be on the order. And then it's a very slippery slope because I've seen women who are very hung up on a man, just like Precious, the movie Precious, based on a true story. They're hung up on a man so much that even if he do something to the child, it's pretty much he's a child molester. You're 14 years old and he had a baby with you and still seeing your mama. And you basically probably feel that if you tell her, she's going to think that you're a liar or not believe it. Just do what you got to do. I would save up. Hopefully you're working because I'm sure if you're living with her, you're not going to be able to stay with her when you tell her. And that's going to be a volcanic situation. And then who knows what he might say. That's not true, honey. Now the DNA test is going to have to be done. And then it's going to break down her world. And then